Disrespect comes in many forms: interrupted conversations, passive-aggressive comments, or undermining your time and energy. While the default response might be to lash out or shrink back, there's a far more effective and empowering way to reclaim control: silence, composure, and firm boundaries. Here's a brutally honest breakdown of how to deal with disrespect while preserving your dignity and commanding respect without uttering a word. 1. The power of the silent stare. When someone disrespects you, it's often a test. They're fishing for a reaction, hoping to provoke a defensive comment or emotional outburst. But instead of rising to the bait, one of the most impactful things you can do is nothing. Just stare. A calm, composed, and silent gaze can shift the entire dynamic. This unexpected silence throws off the person trying to undermine you. They're forced to sit with their own behavior, often realizing they're not as clever or dominant as they thought. This technique isn't passive-aggressive. It's a quiet reclamation of power. When someone interrupted repeatedly in a meeting, simply staring back without blinking can silence the most domineering personality. It says, "I see you, but I'm not playing your game," without ever opening your mouth. The silent stare isn't just a defense mechanism, it's a signal of unshakable self-respect. 2. Let silence be your loudest response. There's a common myth that not responding to disrespect means letting someone get away with it. But silence can be louder than any retort. When someone makes a rude comment or delivers a veiled insult, answering with silence forces them to sit in the awkwardness of their own words. Silence disrupts their expectations. Most disrespectful people thrive on reactions. By offering none, you deny them validation. You take control by simply not engaging. The key is intentional silence. Don't ignore out of fear, do it out of choice. Silence becomes a filter, keeping your peace intact and blocking negativity from invading your space. When someone tries to bait you into an argument, your silence can be a mirror, showing them exactly how unnecessary and empty their comments are. 3. Stop explaining yourself. Another trap we often fall into when dealing with disrespect is over-explaining our choices. Whether it's about a job change, lifestyle decision, or simply saying no to an invitation, people will ask, why? But the truth is, you don't owe anyone an explanation. If someone asks why you made a choice, and you find yourself starting to justify it, pause. You can simply say, because I wanted to. That's it. You're not required to lay out a strategic plan or convince them of your reasoning. Explaining yourself constantly gives away your power. It suggests that others have a say in your life decisions, and that your validation comes from them. But when you stop explaining, you reinforce that your choices are yours to make, not theirs to dissect. 4. Distance is a form of self-respect. Sometimes the healthiest response to chronic disrespect is distance. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. Just because someone has been in your life for a long time, or is even family, doesn't mean they've earned unrestricted access to your emotional space. Limiting your time with people who constantly criticize, belittle, or undermine you is not cruel. It's essential. It's a boundary. If someone always leaves you feeling drained or anxious, it's okay to step back. Slowly reducing contact without drama or confrontation can be the most peaceful and effective way to protect yourself. This isn't about punishment. It's about preservation. Distancing yourself allows you to focus on relationships that energize and uplift you, rather than those that chip away at your confidence. 5. Walk tall, literally and figuratively. Confidence is contagious and threatening to those who try to diminish others. When you hold your head high both physically and emotionally, you signal that you're unbothered by others' attempts to bring you down. Disrespect thrives when it meets insecurity, but when you show up grounded and sure of yourself, it diffuses the attacker's power. Standing tall is more than posture, it's a mental stance. It's the decision to not internalize someone else's projection of insecurity. Even if insults come dressed as jokes or wrapped in fake smiles, your response, or lack thereof, sets the tone. When you remain composed and confident, you're making it clear. You are not easily shaken, and you certainly don't shrink for anyone. Conclusion: disrespect is a test. Every time someone crosses a boundary, they're asking a question. Will you let this slide? Your response, whether it's a silent stare, an intentional pause, or quiet distancing, sends a clear message about your self-worth. You don't need to argue, explain, or engage. You just need to stand firm in the knowledge that your energy is sacred, and your life doesn't require outside approval. The more you practice self-respect, the less space you'll have for disrespect. So next time someone tries to test your boundaries, pause. Hold your head high. Say nothing if you must. Walk away if you can. But above all, stay grounded in who you are. Because the strongest message you can send to the world is simple. I respect myself and I won't settle for less.